Welcome back to the National Defense. It's Randy Miller. We are so happy to have him on the program, Academy Award winner, Matthew McConaughey. Matthew.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hey,
how you doing, Randy?
Good. Can you put Bandito on the phone, please?
Bobby Bandito? Bobby B. You can call me Bobby B.
Man,
oh, yeah. He's always around.
That is so great. If you don't know what we're talking about, this whole series of public service announcements that Matthew did that are just fantastic. And you know, they serve such a huge purpose because I never pay attention to PSAs, especially the boring, dull ones that, sound the same. But these just jump out at you. They were great.
Well, yeah, I mean, look, I'm trying to put my finger on the science of the situation like everyone else is.
Sure.
And I felt like when we got to Bobby B, I felt like the whole mask wearing campaign needed a little bit of humor. I felt like the world needed to have a giggle at doing the right thing instead of just being very earnest about it.
Right.
So, I was back on my property out there mowing the lawn, and this Bobby Bandito cat walked up on me. And I said, you know what? Let's make this. Let's have this guy sell some bandanas.
Those are great. Those are great. Well, and it also shows what kind of heart you have too. A lot of people, especially entertainers, celebrities, you go on about your life, and it doesn't make a big difference in terms of letting people know how you are. Are you hunkered down?
Right.
Hunkered down there in Texas?
We are bunkered down. As we said off air before we just said hello, you said, how am I doing? I said, relatively speaking, I'm doing very well.
Right.
I'm in a very good position that, my pantry's full.
Right.
I don't have to work today to pay my rent tonight.
Right.
Like some people do. We have our 3 children here. We have my 88-year-old mother here.
Oh, wow.
We had her for 15 weeks here.
Wow.
Obviously, she's, elders are more susceptible to the COVID and stuff. So we're planning on bunkering down for the longer haul.
Yeah.
Again, we're in a privileged position to be able to do that. Like everybody, we're waiting for science to catch up. But that's what we're going to do, and we're here in Austin, Texas.
Now, are you cooking, or are you
are we cooking and cleaning, brother, and cleaning? I mean, I pulled out more damn manuals for how to fix this and that, and do this, that, and the other.
Right.
I'm finding new spots in my property I didn't even know we had. Right. So yes, we are cooking. We're spending about 3 more hours in the kitchen a day than we were, and we already spend quite a bit of time in the kitchen. So we got a routine, man. We got the kiddos get up, they cook breakfast for us, then they clean it up, and then we hammer lunch, and then we sit down with dinner, and we all get together, put on some rock and roll tunes on the speakers, and start cleaning up the house at night after dinner.
That's pretty cool. I've discovered something about my wife, because we live on a horse ranch, so it's really not much of a different lifestyle for us. We've never been allowed to live around people, and so she has turned into what I like to call a drill sergeant or a camp counselor.
Yeah.
That every day I just wait to find out what my job is that day.
She hands it to you in the morning, gives you to go.
And it hands it to me, tells me what time I should be done. And then we're on to the next project. We're talking to Matt.
Hey, man.
Yeah,
we got to have structure in these times,
right?
Man.
Exactly.
You got to, or if it's all Saturdays, we ain't worth a damn.
That's right. Well, how many times have you said that? What day is it? What is it?
Another Friday snuck up on me.
Yeah.
The last 6 came out of nowhere. The next thing you know, it's hard enough to remember what damn month it is.
We're talking to Matthew McConaughey here on the National Defense. So, Matthew, our audience is mainly active duty military veterans and their families. And I know that somebody told me you went to Fort Hood a few years ago, the screening of Interstellar. And that was just, you got a huge reception.
Yeah.
How did that go?
Yeah, we did. It went wonderful. I mean, look, to be able to, share a piece of entertainment with them, their families, and go there and meet them and go on site and then hang out and talk and it's a real community there.
Yeah.
That's what my is. It's people living there. That's their livelihood. That's their horse ranch, as you said, for you.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah.
Just to that commitment and choice so many of these men and women make it means so damn much, and it just kind of opened my eyes about. No, it's a livelihood.
Yeah.
It is a long-term commitment, and it was great to go with it anyway. To go share something, a piece of art that I did, to be there in person. Hey, here you go, on your front porch, in your backyard.
Yeah.
Have a look. I'm glad it was great to go to them.
That's cool. Yeah, and that's why this radio show exists, just for that little 2-hour block every week to get everybody's mind off what's going on, especially if you're serving, and just kind of a little diversion, which everybody needs. But
everybody needs that. Talk about those Saturdays. We need them in. We need those moments of Saturdays in our week. Whether that's we all get a bit of a Saturday in our week, whether we go for a run or whether we exercise or pray or meditate or whatever our choice it is.
Right.
We all need a little break in between everything, because man, all these responsibilities can start stacking up, and if they're if they're on our shoulders, they get heavy. We need a little break in between.
Hey, speaking of a little break, we just watched The Gentleman again. What a cool movie.
How fun is that? Isn't it fun?
Oh my gosh. And you just never see it coming. Just great stuff.
What's he do? He eats.
Yeah. Well,
that's Guy Ritchie. I mean, really funny. You all know some of his other films, Lock, Stock,
sure,
Snatch. He's got that. They have that sort of sling factor.
Yeah.
That the verbiage, and you're fun, and you're in a movie that's a caper, and you can kind of take it seriously, but there's a hidden wink in between everything,
right?
And you just want to see how we're going to get there, We changed up dialogue. Well, he was rewriting on the day every single day, but a hell of a lot of fun. Hugh Grant's great in that movie.
Oh my gosh! It took me a while to even realize that's Hugh Grant.
Yeah. That's him.
No, he was him.
He was awesome in that movie.
Really good. Well, and I followed that up with your appearance on Between Two Ferns, the movie, which how fun was that?
Zach's a really comedic talent, and a specific comedic talent with this dry wit.
Right.
And that was he and I just, he asked, I said, yeah, because I'd seen Between Two Ferns. And so we came on. And we basically, what you see in the scene is what he and I were writing live. And so you don't know what's going to come. And then he says, let's do it. And they just roll. We kind of improv
it. Well, and you just play it perfectly. It's just like, the victim, which everybody is on Between Two Ferns. We're talking to Matthew McConaughey here on the National Defense. I want to ask you about, now you have some kind of a new project, right? That's coming up?
Well, I got a bunch of new projects coming up.
All right.
They're not really movies.
That's okay. That's all right.
They're not really movies. They're more movements.
Okay. All right. We need a movement.
Yeah, boy, don't we? Now, the project I'm working on now is I've assumed this role of Minister of Culture here at the University of Texas and in the city of Austin, and it's about values, and I think we need a value movement. I think we need a value campaign, meaning if we're each individually more competent at our own personal values, and we value competence, we're going to be a more valuable society. And I don't know how to make systemic change, but I do honestly believe if we can each individually challenge ourselves to go, hey man, I need to expect more of myself. I need to expect more of my neighbor, and I need them to expect more of me. Then I think we make a systemic great change. But it starts with the individual, and I truly believe that. And I think it's values. They're bipartisan, they're non-denominational. We can all agree on them,
right? No
matter what else we disagree on. We can all agree on values.
That's so funny. I don't know if you know or ever worked with John Savage, the great character actor.
Yeah.
We just talked to him this morning, and he said a lot of that same kind of thing. But he also added, which I thought was pretty good. Accountability is good. You got to be but it takes some intelligence, and I do believe that.
Well, it does take intelligence, but if you don't have the intelligence, maybe some people couldn't, because some of us aren't born with certain innate abilities to be whatever we want. Sure. I don't believe in the idea of, hey, dream it, you can do it. No, that's deceptive. That's not true.
Right.
And no matter how much I want to be an NBA player, at 5'11", 3/4.
Don't forget about the 3/4.
Don't forget, I've never been 6 foot. It ain't gonna happen. No matter how hard I work at it. So the spot is where we can hope individuals can maybe use their innate ability and work hard at it. It's DNA and giddy up. And
I like that.
That's you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And where those two meet, that's the honey hole.
Now, is this that, ladies and gentlemen? That is the honey hole. What about the Just Keep Living Foundation? Is that all part of?
Foundation is doing wonderful.
Yeah.
We're in 52 schools across the United States. We have an after-school curriculum in Title I schools. So these are lower income schools. It's high school, 9th through 12th grade. Most of these schools have a 50% dropout rate. There's a lot of single parent homes. And what we offer is an after school place for these young men and women to go. One, to be safe.
Right.
Two, they set physical goals like, hey, I need to lose 6 pounds to fit my prom dress. Hey, I need to start running because I want to make the soccer team or the football team, or I want to be to run. And we help them achieve those physical goals. We also teach them nutrition. Hey, instead of the 6 cheeseburgers that you ate last night for $35, we're going to take you to the store, you and your mama, and show you for $35 how you can get a meal that's more healthy. Plus, you can cook it together in the house.
That's cool. That is.
We also have. They have to community service, and there's a halo of gratitude over everything, because we believe that when you're thankful for more things, you render more things to be thankful for in your life. And it's working, and we're seeing the science behind how it's working. These kids' grades are going up. The 100% of them are graduating. Again, in these schools with 50% dropout rates. Behavior's going up. The teachers are saying behavior's better. Their parents are saying their behavior's better. So it's a lot about that and self-reliance and respect.
That sounds too much like common sense.
Hey, let's put a big cool circle around common sense. And I always like to say, as you said earlier, Savage brought up intelligence. Yeah, I'm for intelligence, but let's not forget common sense with that knowledge.
Yeah, no, you're exactly right.
And we need that. Both.
Talking to Matthew McConaughey here in the National Defense. We had somebody you know very well on the program not long ago because Ford is a big sponsor of their show. So CEO Jim Hackett on here. And
Jim's great, isn't he?
He's great. And
what a stud.
I didn't realize that he was a center for Michigan.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
And I asked him what he drives. He said, I got to drive an F-150 because I got bad knees.
All those ex-football players got bad knees.
That's
don't
right.
They?
I know. Right.
Hey, I had this deal. My dad played under Bear Bryant at University of Kentucky, and then he played at University of Houston, and he got drafted by the Green Bay Packers. And with I remember it was my sophomore year in high school, and I was, again, 5'11", 3/4, wanting to be a football player, too slow and not big enough. And I wanted to change. I wanted to go become a golfer. And I was so damn nervous to tell my dad that I didn't want to play football anymore. And I got up the courage to tell him. And he goes, oh, great idea. I go, what? And he goes, I go, why? And he goes, do you know it's me coming to your room before I'm in your room? I go, well, yeah, I do. He goes, why? I go, because I can hear you. He goes, what do you hear? And I go, well, I hear this pop. And he goes, yeah, that's because I got a 6-inch plate in my back, a 3-inch plate in my knee, another one in my ankle, blah, blah, blah. He goes, go play golf, man. You can do it till you go down.
That's some great advice. How's your game right now?
It's pretty much non-existent.
Okay.
With 3 kids
right.
and my work. I mean, I love the game. I was a 4 handicap in high school.
Wow.
So I was pretty salty. I've had 4 holes in ones. I was pretty
You've
salty.
You've had 4 hole in ones?
Yep. And check this out. My first 2 hole in ones were 11 days apart.
Oh, man.
I know it. People get really pissed at me when I tell them that.
I'm pissed because I've seen 3 hole in ones.
Well, I've made 4.
Oh boy, that's incredible.
It's been a while.
Hey, when you did those Lincoln commercials, how much of that was left to you?
Well, all the Lincoln commercials. Look, we've been doing this now for quite a few years.
Yeah.
The first ones we set out. I said a lot more. And they got like parodied on Saturday Night Live,
Right.
which was great.
Which was great.
Like,
yeah, that's what you want to happen.
And I understood the comedy under it,
right.
about
sure.
about me and the commercial taking it so seriously. So it's kind of perfect. What we've done now is we've kind of pared back and just kind of less is more. So my relationship with the ad agency and with Lincoln is like, look, if I can get, we've already secured that I'm synonymous with Lincoln. Lincoln's synonymous with me.
Right.
And in those ads, I move the same way. They're my James Bond ads. I move slowly, deliberately, and coolly.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
And so if I can get a message across with a wink, a wry smile,
right.
one word, we look for that now.
That's cool. Yeah.
Where can I say less? But we had a great relationship with Lincoln and Ford, and I have for years, and hopefully it'll continue. Because, like I said, I'm kind of pretty much synonymous with Lincoln now, and they're synonymous with me. And I really love doing the ads. We play with them, and I get there on the day. We agree on a concept, and I get there on the day, and we just sit there and press record, and I just do what I do.
Well, they're so effective. I mean, I think, one of the, obviously with you in them, but just the style that you're talking about.
Well, the style, but what we were going for, which worked, and this was a gamble on our part.
Yeah.
Is we said, look, there's so much noise in the ad world right now. You turn on the TV, there's just so much noise. You go from the game or the show, and then you come in, it's like, who can be louder? And we said, let's go against the grain. Let's be the hot knife through the butter.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see if we can be so deliberate, cool, and quiet that actually that draws your attention to go, hey, what is that? And it worked.
It does work. I always expect maybe somebody will pull up beside you and you hand them a jar of Grey Poupon. Just kind of a... kind of
well, talk to folks at Ford about that if we want to do a partnership with mustard.
Get the mustard partnership going. Hey,
yeah, right.
Matthew, listen, thank you so much for taking the time. It means so much. And we've had, I was going to tell you about Tom Hanks, Stephen Colbert, and Jon Stewart they're all part of our Celebrity Military Advisory Board. And I'd love to add your name to that just so that other celebrities can see that and say, we want to go on and support the troops, and we want to do that.
Oh, please, man, please! This is an honor, to talk and to be heard. You and I are talking, but to be heard by everybody, and just say to everybody, hey, very simple. It's been said 1,000 times. Let's say it again with a capital T.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thank you for the time, Matthew. You stay safe. Enjoy the honey hole, and just have a great day out there.
All right. Commit to the chase. Just keep living.
Love it. Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.
We'll be right back here on the National Defense.
Hey,